Right then, thanks for visiting my YouTube channel. So I'm just going to do a quick review. This is an on the bank review. I'm actually using the rod at the moment, which I'm going to just show you. And I've actually just had a little comment on that, which is going to be in one of my upcoming videos. And I just thought I'd do a review on the Scope 6-foot NASH Sawn-off. So you've probably seen in a lot of my videos I use the scope range. I tend to use the 10 foot 3.5 pound rods for most of my fishing. They're very versatile bit of kit. But what I do like to use is the 6-foot sawn-offs. Now they were specifically designed for stalking, but I've started to use them in my everyday fishing. I think most situations you don't need a rod much longer than 6 foot, because unless you're fishing at range, you don't really need the length to recover the line. The only disadvantage, I guess, of a short rod is if you have any marginal features, it can be quite tricky trying to get the rod out past those marginal features. But again, the advantages of a shorter rod outweigh the disadvantages, so you kind of have to sort of balance everything out and decide if it's the right thing for you. This is the rod in question, so it is the NASH SCOPE Sawn-off 6 foot. It's got a retractable butt section, which allows for an extremely short pat down. If you look at that, that's it set up. Give it a little twist and the butt section folds down into the rod. You then take the tip section off, fold it down, and that is it packed down. And as you can see, it's really short. I'm not going to actually pack it away because I am fishing with it and I don't want to have to reset it up, but that is the rod. Anyway, it's cork handle, lovely little short handle. I mean, you don't want a long handle on a short rod because it's going to be pretty imbalanced. It's a lovely thin blank. This is the 3 pound version. I can comfortably fish this up to 60-70 yards with sort of not using too big of a lead, sort of 2.5-3 ounce lead. I've got 16 pound Fox Exocet on here at the moment, which is quite a smooth casting line, so you can get quite good range with that sort of balanced setup. And the reel's a Shimano X-Age 4000. So the reel is it's quite a big reel for this when you look at it on the rod, but it balances really well. It's a real good cranking handle. It's got a lot of power, and if you're fishing it for bigger fish, I mean, I've caught fish up to sort of upper doubles, but if you you know, if you do happen to catch any like 20-30 pound fish, I know some of the lakes that I'm going to be fishing do hold fish like that, which I'm hoping to use these on. You've got a lot of power there to be able to put a lot of pressure on a fish to get them in the net. I mean, most of the fish I'm catching today are sort of single figures. They're straight in the net, you know. There's no messing around. Not like some rods where they tend to be quite flimsy. These are they're proper fishing rods, you know. You haven't, I fish them in the same situation, 2-3 rods at a time on a multi-rod setup. Just as long as you're not fishing at too far range, they're absolutely perfect. Advantages of a short rod: the pack down size. Basically, this is a rod sleeve. That's the size they pack down to. It's tiny. I actually use my unhooking mat as a holdall. I just put them inside the unhooking mat. I've got a Quorum multi-mat, which has got a couple of pockets on. What it means is that you can actually use that as a holdall for the little rods. Put a little bit of gear in there, and that's all you have to carry with you. A little bit of bait, a couple of rods. You can put your alarms and everything in there if you want. A little bit of tackle, and all you have to take is your unhooking mat, and that's all you need for, you know, short session fishing. I'm doing a night. All I've got is the multi-mat, 2 scope rods, scope bed chair. I slept under the stars tonight, so I didn't need the brolly or anything. and you know, it's all easy carryable. I've got my stove, got food and everything, and that all goes in a little cube rockle. Easy as it is. So I recommend, if you do fish a lot of short sessions, if you fish smaller waters, and you want to travel nice, light and mobile, consider using a 6-foot rod, because they really are great bits of kit. And if you use it with a nice balance setup, put a nice little balanced bait runner or a little fixable reel, fast drag, that sort of thing, you can't go wrong. So check them out, and if you use them at the moment, let me know what you think of them. And if you're thinking about getting them, you want to know anything else, then leave me a message and I'll get back to you. Anyway, cheers.